Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Prison Architect Alpha Build 29. And yeah, I think it's about time well, the continuous intake prison isn't strictly a failure. I wanted to start from scratch again for a change, and I've deactivated the mods I had installed, just the extended usages and the vegetable patch mod. But I wanted to have a stab at the base game again and just, take it from the start. Now, as you can see, while this is interesting, and actually I do like having a lake, and I think the buildings are very useful, actually, but a lot of my space on this map has been taken up by this lake, and I can't use this generated map. So, I'm going to start a fresh one. Let's see what we get. Now, I'm not doing continuous intake this time, because I'm going to start with basic funds. I do want to generate lake, I do want to generate buildings, I do want failure conditions, and I do want fog of war, but actually instead of the small, let's make it a medium, and let's see what we got. Where's my lake? There's no lake. I will do without the lake. But, and the buildings aren't very building-y. They're kind of out of the way, but whatever. It'll do. Let's see. What we're going to need to do is just kind of get started. So, first things first. Turn off the prisoners. Let the guys show up. That is my construction crew. Right, grants. We're going to need an administration center. We're going to need a basic detention center. Otherwise, we ain't got anything. And this time, instead of just doing everything by the seat of my pants, I'm going to do it about planning. So, let's see. Trucks come in. So let's put administration up here. Yeah. Okay. So, let's say I have a gate, I don't know, like here. Right. The gate sits there and there. And just kind of runs across the road. Then I have to have the gate control, because I'm going to want to have it automatically controlled. And I'll have to fence off the opposite side, of course. I should leave enough room for an additional door, so I don't have to open up the wide gate every time I want to let somebody through. And that seems fine to me. I will put a separate door in. That way we can have a pathway coming through into here, like that. Now, that way visitors don't have to use the main gate every time they show up, because visitors show up a lot, and I can have that also controlled with a servo. Now, it should also get a metal detector, but we'll cover that when it comes time. Right, now this is going to be my office block, so I need... Let's see... 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay. Like that. So I have a corner office for the warden. And then let's say I have another office here. And another office there. This, and the way parole works now, I'm going to need to actually have parolees come and show up. So we're going to need something for that too. Right, okay. And I should have the warden and the main security chief kinda in the same place. Okay. Right, so office, office, office. Let's say this is a hallway here. You know? And that means I could put up, let's see, warden, accountant, security officer. The foreman's going to need his own office. Going to need an office for a psychologist that's accessible by prisoners. Right. But the starting point is 2 offices, and etc. And I can always stick security rooms in here and such. So this will do. Okay, give me a foundation. Let's make that out of concrete. And we'll just kind of box it off like that. Right? Right. Okay. So let's stick a door on the front end. And this one will be the staff door. Okay, I think we're also going to stick a door over here in the corner for prisoners. Right? You can have a prisoner come into this smaller area here. I think parole has to be like 5 by 5, so I'm going to have to leave enough room for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's enough room there. And the security officer and the warden can walk over here and meet the prisoner and determine his fate. Okay. And we could still have like a security room back in here or a break room, depending on how much space I have and what I need. Right. That's a starting point anyway. We're also going to need to lay out the old utilities someplace. But let's get started on this. We don't need power to get going. Deliveries don't need to be all the way down there. I can just run it up like this. That was probably a stupid place to put the door. No, that's just in the open state. Okay, that's fine. I thought I made a mistake there. Okay. So let's put up an internal wall. And in fact, I'm going to modify that and just make it so it's like that. And there we go. And these get staff doors as well. Okay. Run a bit of fence like that. Okay. Just to make sure people have stuff to do. Okay, rooms. The parole room is 5 by 5. Okay. And let's see, office. Office. And office. Okay. Now, let's see, we need a visitor's table in here. Coming together. We're gonna need some office desks. Yeah, like that. I like that. That way. Okay. Some chairs and some filing cabinets. Who doesn't love those? Oh, wrong spot. There we go. And right. Now I can go back to planning and just wipe all that out from there. I don't need that anymore, and it just kind of visually distracts. down this way. Make sure you got a good, fair bit of fence. Okay, staff. Gotta hire a warden. And you do have an office. He's chosen this one. Whatever. Okay. You gotta do your bureaucratic thing. So I need finance unlocked. I'm gonna need the security chief unlocked. I am definitely gonna want policy. That'll do for the moment. I would blitz this up with a bit of material, you know, put some flooring in, that kind of thing, but we're on a budget. So, no, not right now. Now, let's see. We're going to need a holding cell and a shower and a yard and all that stuff. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could fit an office onto here, right? And that can be the psychologist's office for when I need it. So that's actually too big. Hang on a second. There we go. Because that inner wall won't be there. Yeah. Okay. And I can have a regular door here as well. Not really urgent, but, you know, it's something that I kind of wanted, so it's good to have solutions that as they come to mind, not forget about them. Just fit the other road gate. Another bit of fence. Go. Okay, office. Why do I lose these things? I swear. Shouldn't be that. Here, office. Okay. There's his desk. Here's his chair. There's his filing cabinet. And he needs additional seating so he can have a visitor who we will counsel it. Now, that does allow me to have this nice little buffer area here. That's nice. Okay, I like that. Right. Let's go back to planning. Okay, so let's say I have a double door there, right? And I have some kind of wall over here. And this leads into the prison. You know, we have our metal detectors, and we'll have our holding cell in our yard and such off this way. But what is going to be over here? I imagine it'd be more of the prison. So, actually, I think my holding cell will be over here. Yeah. Okay. So, like, we'll put the entrance to the holding cell over here. Nice double door. And we'll have deliveries come in over here. But we'll run the wall over some. Yeah, enough back off, but not too much. And I don't want to overinvest in the holding cell for a change. The basic holding cell has to be 5 by 5. I also need visitation. That's right. That's right. Right, so what if I have a wall there, and I have this be visitation over here? So we'd have a door. And that's a risk. Yeah, I gotta block them off for as long as possible to keep them from getting in, don't I? Do I have visitors enter the same way prisoners do? I could very well do that, yeah. So I could have a door here, visitors come in here, prisoners come in here. Visitors tables, as you can see, are 1, 2, 3 spaces wide. So that would fit in here rather nicely. If I do that. So I can have them against the wall, and then you can have a corridor here. Yeah, okay. So that would be 1, let's see how, yeah, they're just 2. They're 2 by 3. So if I have 1, 2, say space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space, 1, 2, space. 1, 2. Right. And turn the rest of this into a holding cell and shower unit. Something like, I don't know, we'll have the shower back here. Like that. And don't need too much of a corridor, but we'll have a common room up here. Yeah. So have them in a holding cell here. It's a bit more shower than they really need, but sometimes they get a bit of overflow. Yeah, okay. And we'll need basic doors there. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Give me a foundation. And across like that. And let's see. Thinking about modifying this actually. Could have a yard on the back end. Strikes me as a good idea actually. Alright, so what if I had a double door out to the yard? And we walled this like so. There we go. There, and that'll be the shower. That'll still be the holding cell, but it'll feed out into the yard. Maybe? Yeah, okay, it's just a yard for the holding cell. Okay, yeah, it'll do fine. Right. Alright, large jail door there. We're still going to need our utilities as well, so I'll have to fit that in. Which, probably a good thing to put over here. Yeah. Put up a little concrete building over here. Let's see. Enough fence to be able to put in our doorway out as well. There we go. And that's actually done, because the foundations don't play nice with walls adjacent that need to be built. So we're still unlocking finance. Still have to hire the accountant. Warden's still working in the dark. Okay. So, we can now hire the accountant. Bam. Okay. Going back here to the grants. We'll do the short-term investment right now. And we'll have her work on extra grant. And then she can work on bank loan, and then, well, I can't spend the money on tax relief yet, but we'll have her do that eventually. Right. Object, large jail door goes there. Another one goes here. And another one goes here in the back wall. Walls go here, here, here. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that can be a clean cupboard in time. There's actually a good use for that space. So we'll stick that there outside of the plan. That gets a regular door. And that gets a regular door. As do these areas here. Okay, I'm going to need let's say a little hard to see here, but I think that's where my wall is. Oh, screw it. I'll just like put it over here. Right. So the water plant is 1, 2, 3. And actually, let's bring it down over here. And the power plant is 1, 2, 3. Like so. I need to leave space around it for capacitors. So I don't need more than that much wall. Okay. And I can make it into a bit of a storage building, which will be fine because that's where the workers will just kind of hang out then. So we'll put a door there. Okay. Material, foundation, and yeah, just a little concrete building because it's a little service building. People really shouldn't be hanging out much, except for pathetic workers like mine. Power station goes there. Wait a minute, don't be fitting things in when you haven't even done the thing yet, Rob. Yeah, okay. I canceled the foundation, didn't I? Yep. Okay, there we go. Get on with it. Right. I need a drain. I need a drain. I need shower heads. Always fit some toilets. And we'll need toilets in the actual building cell as well. buy an extra capacitor because we always need these things. We'll run the electricity up from here and on through to the building like that. I think. Maybe a little hard for them to be able to do it that way. I may have to change that routing. Alright, large pipe. We have fence in between here. Yes, okay, there we are. Now I'm going to be running a fence along here, and then over this way, and just turn that into a yard area for the holding cell. Room, holding cell. Visitation. Right. Put in a couple of those visitors tables. There we go. Now we need a bench in here, because, you know, people need to be able to sit, for whatever reason. There we go. 2 benches, because I'm generous. And, alright. The water's beginning to come in. Let's be nice to them and give them a little privacy wall. And we'll turn up the speed. So I want to keep these episodes to about a half hour this time, so let's see how that goes as an experiment. How are we doing on the bureaucracy front? Okay, security officer has been researched. Good, we'll need to bring him in. I'm going to need maintenance. Staff. Chief. There we go. Let's have you work on... Honestly, I need remote access, and then I'm going to need controls. And deployment. Let's work on those, boss. Okay. We'll see if we can get power and water going, huh? Sounds like some electricity coming into play. Well, it's just capacitor. There we go, main power. We got power in the room. Speaking of which, that means this is now going to be storage. Staff room. Where's my storage? There. Hey, lights are on and everything. Wow. Okay. Looks like we need a little more electricity to reach over there. That's okay. We'll probably be building things off that way anyway, and it's useful to run the power over. Okay. entire visitor's room to be lit. Okay. And now it's time to be an ass. We're going to put windows in the visitor area. Yeah. Okay. The yard. Let's say we're about ready for that. I don't think I'm going to have to call the episode, really. So we got a fence there. Fence over this way. We have it come down here, too. And then I tell it that's a yard. For some concrete tile to be put down in some places. That's definitely deliveries. And then, of course, they have to leave. Right. Okay, that's a start. I'm gonna cut the episode here, and we'll come back to it next time, where we'll actually probably start receiving prisoners and such. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, I'm going to say this once for the series, if you like the videos I do, I appreciate your feedback, and a like is very useful. Comments are also useful. And if you really like what I do in general, please feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it. And I really do appreciate you watching the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, folks. Goodbye.